Hello, Wastelanders! It's Julesmith, and it's Fallout Friday. Let's cross our fingers and hope the game doesn't crash on us again. Seems like every time we try to come out here to Nuka-World, the game crashes on me. Last week, we were...
Can't talk now.
Well, then why'd you stop and talk to me? Can't talk now, but I'm going to stop here and tell you that I can't talk now. Alright, thanks, dude. Last week, we were continuing Rose's farewell tour. We were visiting all of the different settlements that she's worked on, unlocked, and visited in this playthrough of Fallout 4, which is my second playthrough. Rose is my second sole survivor. And I started this playthrough back in March of 2017. So we have been playing with Rose for over 2 years, but I'm about to wrap it up. We visited Finch Farm, Oberland Station, Coastal Cottage, Eager Tours Marina, Somerville Place, and the Boston Airport. And then we headed out here to Nuka-World, and we got this cool pair of bottle cap glasses that I only just recently found out about. They are similar to the Cappy Clues glasses, the orange ones that you get from, I think her name's Sierra, something like that. And you do the Cappy Clues in Nuka-World. But they only spawn, and you can see there they're not orange, they're all black. They only spawn on the travelers, the people who are passing through the marketplace in Nuka-World down here. Probably why I never noticed them, because I never really looked at their faces and saw that they were wearing anything unusual. We had to kill a guy to get these. We couldn't pickpocket them off of him. But when we whacked him, nobody else seemed to care, so that didn't make anyone upset. We whacked him, we took his goggles, and then we tried to pickpocket some of the merchants who were in the Nuka-Town market because they were all naked. And apparently that's a glitch that a lot of people get. If you kill all the raiders and free their captives, then when their collars disappear, their clothing also disappears. But it's some kind of weird glitch where instead of the clothing actually disappearing, they just sort of disable it or don't put it on or whatever, and it keeps respawning in their inventory. I think we picked up some. Did we try to pickpocket some? I think I tried to pickpocket some. I had heard that pickpocketing the rags, it's some kind of rags. If you pickpocket those, then it fixes the glitch. And we tried to do that, but everybody freaked out. I guess I didn't do a successful pickpocket. So they started shooting at us or running away, screaming, or whatever they were doing. And I don't think they were actually shooting. I think they were running away screaming. But I don't remember gunfire. But I just remember the game crashing. That's what it kind of went, like all hell broke loose and then the game crashed. And that was the end of my stream last week, unfortunately. But I was able to come out here to Red Rocket. And so we're going to continue the farewell tour with Rose. Oh, let me hop over to the chat room and also let me send out a tweet. Let's see. Rose's farewell tour continues. Alright, I'll just send that tweet. Because some of you don't get the notifications. You've told me that you either don't get them at all, even though you want them, you have them turned on, or you get them hours after I've actually finished a stream. So I do tweet on Twitter. You can follow me over there. Look for Julesmith. I am Julesmith on Patreon, Twitter, and YouTube, and Twitch. Those are the ones, yes. You can find out more about me, though, on Patreon at patreon.com/Julesmith. You should be able to find lots of links to things that I get up to when I'm not playing video games. Right. And now the sun's going down just in time for me to try to do a tour. Well, we've been here many times. It's not like we haven't been here recently. We were just here probably just a few episodes ago, a few Fallout Fridays ago. we were messing with the arena over there, and then we were doing all kinds of stuff. Let's see if I can get into the chat room. YouTube is very slow about letting me into the chat room. Hello? Nope, still no chat. Oh, there it is. Hello, Baby Star, Barbarian King, Ice Stella, and Just Like Biking, our official sponsor of Fallout Fridays. Just Like asking, do you feel like your Nuka-World is crashing around you? Oh, are you doing a commercial? Grab a Nuka-Cola cherry, light, refreshing, and a great taste. Have a Nuka-Cola and a smile, huh? Alright, so even though in this playthrough, Rose came out here to Nuka-World pretty early, I think around level 20, 22, something like that, and she became the Nuka-World Raider Overboss. But I guess she didn't come out here to the Red Rocket for a while. This one was unlocked later in the game, I think. We had the operators living here. But then when she turned on the Nuka-World gangs, she came out here and she killed all the operators, and we got it back as a regular settlement. So now we have regular settlers living here. So let's give a tour. It has a lot of space. It's got a very large field for food. They don't need the whole field, but it has it. It has these little stone pillars at the corner, so I just kind of incorporated them into a little guard post. And I built in a Just Like travel agency, because Just Like is the sponsor of Fallout Fridays. And he gave me the idea of doing travel agencies, because he would talk about Rose and Dance trying to go to other places where the Brotherhood wasn't after Dance. They would have to spend their time in the far reaches outside the Commonwealth. So we have Just Like travel agencies in Far Harbor, except now the Brotherhood's out there because I took them out there to kill the synths. And we built one here because this is probably the only place left where the Brotherhood hasn't come. I haven't seen any Brotherhood in Nuka-World at all. I haven't seen their vertibirds. I haven't had any opportunity to bring them out here or talk to them about Nuka-World, so this is probably the last place Dance can be. Right now, Dance is up in the corner of the Commonwealth hanging out near Sanctuary Hills. He's living at the Red Rocket there. That is Rose's home base and has been my home base through the whole playthrough. But if we want to take a vacation, we can come out here to Nuka-World. So that's why the mailbox says Just Like. Oh, there's a beer bottle. I didn't put that there. Somebody's mailing you empty beer bottles, Just Like. Let's see, here's a sign. Just Like travel agency featuring Slocum's Joe Donuts. That is a Creation Club package that I have. So we come in here and we have some donuts and coffee for people who are traveling and visiting the travel agent. This is actually like a security desk. I don't know if anyone's assigned here. Nope, they are not. Maybe we should get someone assigned here. And then we have this bus, this courtesy crash bus back here that people can hang out in as they're passing through. Maybe clean themselves up a little bit if they want to. Not super fancy because I don't like making things too fancy. I know some people really enjoy that, doing big huge builds and building stuff up in the wasteland, but I like to kind of keep it looking true to the wasteland chic, the post-apocalyptic style. So here we have their garden. And they don't need this whole field because there's not that many people living here in this settlement. Let's see how many are living here. Just 8. They have plenty of beds though. Probably more beds than they need. Well, maybe because there's 2 sleeping bags out there. Yeah, okay. And one bed in the love shack back there. We'll get to that in a minute. But the idea is that they put a fence around this by using bits and pieces that they scavenged from Bradberton and from Nuka-World. I don't usually plant melons, but because we have so much space here, I went ahead and put some in. They just take up so much room. And there's Nuka-World off in the distance and the bottling plant over there. Hey Patrick, welcome to the chat room. Yeah, it's too bad the tour bus doesn't actually run, right? They can modify lasers, they can build water purifiers, they can't get a bus that runs. So here's a little guard outpost here at the corner. And we've got one way out there to protect the travel agency and the farm there. But we've got some that are around the edges of the settlement here. And there's a guard tower right here. So there's a guard post up there. Built off the side of the building. So he's going to stand up there and he can watch out that direction. And that house right there is the one where there's always trouble. There's always... Oh, look, you can see the mutants. I was going to say there's always gunners or mutants or raiders, scavengers. Always fighting over there. I'm not going to go get up into all that mess. But he's keeping an eye on it so it doesn't spill over into the settlement. And underneath here is where one of our vendors lives. Our general goods merchant. So he's got a whole bunch of goodies in here. He's doing pretty well for himself, isn't he? Oh. Put in a water pump. This is from the Dry Rock Gulch, I think it's called. If you have Nuka-World and you get the Nuka-World items in your workshop, yeah, Dry Rock Gulch, you can get these water troughs. They also work as a feed trough for Brahmin, as well as the bathtubs. I took some Nuka-World park maps and built them into an outhouse here. And made the outhouse kind of like it was a carnival game. Got various things you can aim at, I guess, if you want to. So here's another guard post here. And then I have this arena that I built. And one thing that I forgot to add to the arena was a quitting time siren. Golly, they're really going at it. Look at that. Looks like somebody has a minigun, maybe? Oh, are they done? Let's take a look. Who won? Oh, it looks like the Looks like the Raiders won. Anyway, one thing that I forgot is the quitting time siren. So I should put one of those in here. Not that we're going to use it, but just to show. Is it under miscellaneous? No, maybe not. I think it's under cages, maybe. There we go. Miscellaneous items. There we are. The quitting time siren. You need one of these. We'll put it right here, I guess. This is to sort of disable the normal routine that your settlers have, is what this is. So if you flip the switch, they'll all stop doing whatever they're doing and they'll wander over here near the siren and they'll sit down in the chairs and they'll watch the arena battle. And it also keeps them from trying to attack whatever comes out of the cages. And that was the problem I was having before, was that I would release things out of the cages to fight in the octagon, and then instead of fighting each other, they would start trying to shoot through the walls and fight my settlers. So I think that was happening because I forgot to put in a quitting time siren. My bad. But now it's here. Actually, let's do this a little differently. Alrighty. Well, now it should work. If we had things trapped in these cages and we flip the quitting time siren, then it would work properly. But see, we've got this little arena here. I don't have any traps or anything in it. In my Fiona playthrough with my first Soul Survivor, she has a much larger arena built at Starlight Drive-In. You can see that on my YouTube channel. There should be a video, a couple of videos. There should be a settlement tour video of Starlight, and there should also be a Deathclaws versus robots, I think is what we did. It was a few years ago, right after the Wasteland Workshop DLC came out with all the, I think that's the one that had all the cages and arena stuff and all that. But she built a big arena with traps. You know, you can have like spinning saw blades and spikes and all these things. And she built that at Starlight. But this is just a smaller arena to show what's possible if you want to do one that's a little bit smaller. But it's got seats all the way around it. Cages, you can swap the cages in and out for different cages if you want to cage different animals or different people. More benches. More benches. You know, little front row and back row benches. I've got a cooler here full of meat because a lot of the cages require meat to trap the animals. This one up here is the VIP seating, which is where I would go. So I'd get a better look at everything. See, and they try to get out, and they'd open this door, and the door is closed off. They can't get out. Haha. But I can get out if I'm in workshop mode. go. Hey Herman, how are you? Herman's asking, did you know you could get the space rocket suit? What space rocket suit? The one in the Creation Club? Is it free right now? Just like saying, by the way, the new Creation Club Neon Flats video is up. Oh, did you do one about the Neon Flat stuff? Alright, I'll go check it out. Not right this minute, but but I will. Just like has a channel, just like biking. Sometimes he does some bike building, actual bicycle building stuff, and sometimes he does some videos of things he builds in Fallout 4. Those are all fun to watch. Oh, well, this is the general goods merchant here. The guy that we were just looking at his house on the other side that lives in the guard tower. These are his goodies for sale. We've got a soda machine and a snack bar back here for people that might come out to the arena fights. They can have some snacks. We put in a donut fryer. That's where the donuts come from for the travel agency over there. What's for sale? A bunch of junk in the tub. Alright. Doesn't have much in the way of light back here though, do they? I don't know. Okay, I do have a generator up there. I wonder if I could extend some power over here and give them a light. Because they seem like they would need a light over here. Let's go upstairs and see what we can do about that. Oh, and one of the arcade games that you get those if you do Nuka-World. If you have the Nuka-World add-on, you can get these arcade games and trash cans. I mean, I guess I put a fire barrel here, but that's still not very bright, is it? I don't know if I want... Alright, well let's just see if we can get the power turned on over here. There's power inside the Red Rocket, but let's see if we can turn some power on. Well, up here on the roof, since we're up here, we've got a nice little open patio area with a grill. And a couple of houses up here with beds built on the roof. For safety, probably a little safer living up here. They've got a pretty nice place. Alright, so here's the generator. Let's see what we can do. I bet that we can put in something like this. This will be right where, see where those poles are poking up? That's right where we're going to want it. That's where the light fixture is. Okay, let's go downstairs and see if it worked. It did. Well, that's not bad. It's kind of cozy, actually. I like it. Maybe I will leave just one light bulb there like that. That's nice. And a little barrel to keep warm or throw their trash in. You know that they don't have like recycling services like we do in modern times. They're just going to throw their trash in a barrel. Cooking stove here. Now, I did not scrap this car. When this was a raider outpost, well, in a lot of my raider outposts, I leave the vehicles in place. I think it just makes it look more raidery. Is that a word? But we decorated it a little bit. I think this used to have their pick-me-up station, which was where the raiders would sit and get high because it was full of chems, like a chems dispenser. Well, we got rid of that when the raiders left. But they can sit up here and enjoy the view of the toilet, I guess. You can see the roller coaster in the distance, the bottling plant. Beautiful sky. Look at that. Man, that's pretty. We have a little sign here from Nuka-World. Restrooms. Yep, the restrooms are that way. The gift shop. Yep, right there. And first aid. Ah, that'll be right in here. There's the first aid station. We'll get to that. Okay, so we were looking around the outside here. Some of this stuff I left. I think this was originally with the station and I just left it. Didn't scrap it. I filled in the opening here. It doesn't have a garage door the way the Red Rocket does on the mainland, in the Commonwealth. So I just filled it in with a wall so it wasn't open. The scavenger station here. The scavenger lives in the garage. Now, this here is the Nuka-World jumpsuit. I think I got that from Sierra, the girl with the Cappy Clues quest. I think she gives it to you if you finish the quest a certain way. And I put some ballistic weave in it. I don't remember why. But I figured we could put it on display here at the Nuka Red Rocket. Why not? Get you some funnel cake in there, some fancy lads, also known as Twinkies. This came with the settlement. I just left it. I didn't scrap it. I think this, I didn't decorate it or do anything with this. This was just already here and I left it. Yeah, see, there's the guy that was talking to us earlier saying he didn't have time to talk, but apparently he had time to stop and tell me that he didn't have time to talk. His brother is one of the guards, sleeps there. So we have the workshop in here. He's got a nice little dining area with Nuka-World souvenir plates and glasses. I wonder if there are bottle caps to pick up. There's a few. We'll take them. Sure. It might make more sense to move his scavenging station in here and put the armor rack outside, or the armor, put this thing outside, maybe the power armor station. The only person around here who's going to have power armor is me. So, you know, what the heck. Let's just put it out front here. And let's move this inside. Makes more sense, I think, to move it inside. Let's see. He's got to be able to get to it. So we can put it right here. Yeah, that works, right? He should be able to get in there. Yeah, that looks nice. Alright, that's cool. So back here we have a hair salon. Get a little haircut if you're passing through Nuka-World. Oh, we have a chessboard out there. Okay. Little desk here for anyone that wants to use it. So here's the first aid station, chemistry station, more beds. All the doctor's goodies here. I think they've got, yeah, a whole bunch of plates and knives and drinking glasses and things in there because they constantly respawn back there at that house. Now this is something I built when it was a raider outpost. This tree is just here, it's part of the settlement. And rather than scrapping it, I thought, well, what if I build off of it and build like a little shack? So I built a love shack is what I call it. So there's the broken tree. You can see it's snapped over, bent over there. So I just filled it in. Put some decorations around it. And then inside, we have some pornographic mannequins and a bed. Because that's just the way my mind works. Sorry, not sorry. Stella is saying, I love how much character your builds have. Yeah, I'm a character, alright. Oh, you're welcome. She's thanking me for the continued inspiration and support. Well, you've inspired me as well. You've done some amazing builds. Stella also has a channel. She does a lot of building. She's done Fallout 4 and Fallout 76 builds that are very fun to see. Oh, Herman was talking about the Nuka-Girl space rocket suit. Nuka-Girl space rocket suit. Oh, right. Yeah, I know. I knew that. The suit is in Nuka Galaxy at the end of the ride. She's sitting on a rocket and you can take her suit. Yeah, I knew that. I did that ages ago. Yeah, I have her suit. There's a video on my channel. I can't remember which episode it is, but it's pretty early. It's after I get to Nuka-World, but before I do a whole lot of other things. We had Gage try it on. There's a video where I have Gage try on the Nuka-Girl rocket suit. I don't remember what happened to it. It's probably stored at Red Rocket. Rose probably puts it on once in a while for dance, you know? But yeah, so that's the Love Shack. There's a water pump back here in case you want to clean up. And this is the view from the back side. Oh, we're getting dangerously close to that trouble house there. There we go. That is the Nuka-World Red Rocket. I think we've looked at everything here. Now, I'm going to make an attempt to go back to the Commonwealth, but it could crash. It could crash the game. Seems like every time I try to go back and forth between Nuka-World and the Commonwealth, bad things happen. So, if I crash, I will come back. Last time when I crashed, I had already been streaming for like, I don't know, 2.5, 3 hours, something like that. So, I didn't come back because I figured enough was enough. But, you know, I had to go eat dinner. I had to go eat dinner with my family. But in this case, it's still pretty early in the stream. So, if it crashes, I will come back. And we will continue Rose's farewell tour with more settlements. This is the only settlement in Nuka-World. Of course, there are areas of the park, the little attractions here, Safari Adventure and the Bottling Plant and Kitty Kingdom, Galactic Zone and Dry Rock Gulch. You can send raiders to live there as you clear the park early in the raider storyline. but all the raiders are dead now, other than the ones that randomly spawn. There's still little packs of raiders, little tiny groups of raiders that will randomly spawn around Nuka-World. But there aren't any living in Nuka-World any longer. Alright, but I don't want to leave my armor behind, so let's go put the armor on. The next place that we'll visit will be County Crossing. Let's see if we can get there. Always an adventure. There we go. That may be the last time we come to Nuka-World with Rose. She was really... the whole reason behind doing the playthrough with Rose was for her to become the Nuka-World Raider Overboss, because that was the one thing that I didn't know anything about in the game. And I wanted to see what it was like to build Raider outposts and have a Raider empire in the Commonwealth. I did it a little differently than some people, though. Some people come into the Commonwealth and start setting up settlements, and then go to Nuka-World, and then come back and have to, like, kind of undo the settlements they've set up for Preston. I didn't even bother going to Concord. I didn't talk to Preston. I didn't meet Mama Murphy or Sturgis or anybody. I just ignored Concord. I hung around a little bit in the Commonwealth, just kind of doing this, that, and the other until I got up past level 20, and then I just headed straight to Nuka-World. That's what Rose did. And it wasn't until after level, I think it was level 70, that I finally went to Concord and met Preston. And then that's when Rose had decided she was going to romance dance and join the Brotherhood, and she turned on the Nuka-World Raiders and killed them all. And that's why I say that it's Rose the Reformed Raider. I've been saying that when I'm streaming. That's usually the title of my videos. Alright, well, we've made it here. So far, so good. Let's go to County Crossing. Way out here. This was the breadbasket of my Raider Empire. These settlements were all vassals, producing a vast amount of food. Yeah, not that one. Just these four. This little fertile crescent here, I guess, whatever you want to call it. They were all vassals making a whole bunch of food. And the thing with the vassal settlements was that you had to build them up and have lots of people farming lots and lots of food and then turn them into a vassal. So you had to make them a settlement first and then say, okay, you have to be a vassal to my Raider Empire, because once they became a vassal, you could no longer access the workshop. So you couldn't make any kind of modifications to the settlement at all. Now, after I turned on the Nuka-World Raiders and killed them all, the vassal settlements reverted back to regular settlements. Most of them. Some of them are glitched. We were at Egret Tours the other day, and that one's glitched. Even though I killed all the raiders living there, I can't get it back as a settlement. But I've been able to recover most of the other settlements and vassals and turn them back into regular settlements. Now, when I got them the first time around, like when I came here and got County Crossing and then turned it into a vassal, Preston Garvey had nothing to do with that. You don't need to have Preston to get some of these settlements. I don't know if, I mean, he might be necessary in order to get the castle. I don't know. But I don't think he's strictly necessary for getting a lot of these other settlements unlocked, because I managed to unlock them and turn them into settlements and then turn them into vassals and had never met Preston at all. Uh-oh. What's going on over there? That's a provisioner.
Hope you ain't one of them synths. Here to spy on me.
Nope, I don't think I am. What the heck blew up over here? And why? A car blew up. Oh. I don't know. Maybe they were getting angry at some respawning ghouls over here? I don't know. Alright. Well, here's County Crossing. In Rose's world, it's, like many of her other settlements, not terribly exciting. All she cared about was that they had a big farm area and were producing lots and lots of food for her raiders to eat. And now that it's no longer part of the Raider Empire, we don't need to have as much food being produced here. How much food is being produced here? 22. I mean, it's making a decent amount of food. A lot of people are farming. But I think it was making a lot more than that at one point. I think it was making like 60 or 80 or something in order to feed the raiders. Oh.
Something's out there.
Man, everybody's on edge. So we have guard post here at the corner. We have some turrets guarding it. We have a bar here. I put bars in my vassal settlements when Rose was the raider overboss because not so much that she cared about the settlers, but that when you have a vassal settlement, you will have raiders that come out and watch over it and make sure that everyone's behaving and sending food back to the Raider Empire. So I would build bars and places for the raiders to live in before I turned them into vassal settlements. That was really more for the raiders than for the settlers. But now that the raiders are gone, of course, the settlers can still use the bar.
The farm's not much, but it's something.
Yeah. And this has got a fire here. I think it's Doc Weathers, is that his name? Who comes out here. Even if you don't have one of those caravan stops that you can get from Bunker Hill. It's under resources, miscellaneous. Yeah, one of these. Yeah, trade caravan post. You can put these in any settlement and it'll bring all the different trade caravans to your settlement. But if you don't have them, there's still some settlements that have these little fires and certain caravans will still show up. Like Lucas will go out to 10 Pines, and I think Doc Weathers comes out here to a county crossing. We're not far from Bunker Hill. Oh, no. Where is it? Right there. Yeah, so I mean, you just pretty much go over this bridge and hang a right, and we're at Bunker Hill. It's not far away. But they have a little shop here now.
Farming's as honest work.
For things that they might need. They don't want to have to go all the way to Bunker Hill for. Right? There's little houses here. Places for people to live. They don't have much, do they? Gotta give them some goodies. Do I have anything that I can give them? Oh. Maybe they kept a beanie or a shawl or something, or some sunglasses. Give them some sunglasses. Oh no, wait, those are my sunglasses because I switched them out with the goggles. All right, never mind. All right, we'll give them that. And what else can we give them? How about some bobby pins? Sure. And we'll give them some rounds. There we go. Anything good in here? Oh, a pipe pistol. I gotta get rid of that. T-shirt and slacks. Okay. Get rid of that. God, I'm carrying around Deathclaw meat, donut mix, all kinds of stuff. What in the heck? Jet. Alright, let's give him some jet. Sure, why not? Well, they've got some stuff. They got a hammer and a lighter and some cigarettes. Sure. Make a house a home. Another guard post up there. Not very fancy guard posts. If it starts raining or rad storming, they're not enclosed, are they? Sometimes when I build guard posts, I put a little roof over the top. I guess I didn't do that here. Huh? Well, they need something in here, don't they? How about some bourbon? There you go. Wow, I have a lot of purified water. I wonder why. Where did I get all of that? Oh man, I just picked things up. All over the place, don't I? And vodka. Alright. Let's go sell some vodka. And other junk. Or store some things or something. I don't need all this. Hey there.
Back hurts. My feet hurt. Everything hurts.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Hey.
You want to do some trading?
Sure.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Here's what I got.
Okay. Alright, let's get rid of the vodka. Or at least most of it. Keep a few in case we want to store it somewhere. Oh, no. Go ahead. Alright, what else can we get rid of? I had a bunch of water. Don't need all that water. Alright, good enough. Let's store some stuff. Oh, they got no tools here either. Man, this place. I need tools. Are there tools in here? Ooh, a lot of bottle caps. Alright, I'll take that. We'll put some gears and some screws in here. How about that? What other junk do I have? Don't need that. Huh. Shipment of wood. I'm going to hang on to that in case I do need it. Alright, what else? I think I had some aid I could get rid of. Maybe? Got dog food? There we go. I don't need that. Don't need Deathclaw meat. Don't need all that jet and stuff either. Good lord. Do I need Nuka-World meat? Why am I carrying that? And Queen Mirelurk meat. Okay.
Yeah? What can I get you?
Let's
I'll
sell
take
the,
a look.
the dog
Sure.
food.
Great.
I don't think I need all that. And I probably don't need all that jet either. She's not going to be able to buy much of it though. Okay. Alright, so let's see what we've done over here. Right, so I did put down some chairs and a sleeping bag for when Doc Weathers and his caravan guards do come out here. Because anything that you put near the caravan fire or near the caravan trading post, they will use. Which is another reason I put the bar kind of close to where they sit. I don't know if it's close enough for them to get up and use it, but they might, maybe. It's a very small radius around where they camp or around the trading post, the caravan post. If something's too far away, they won't interact with it, but they might interact with that. Alright, so I pretty much just kind of filled this building in. Alright, hang on just 1 second. I am going to turn off my mic because I need to yell at my kids. Hang on. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. It was my kid cooking in the oven again. I keep smelling burning oven smell. That happened before. I have to stop and yell at them and say, "Are you burning something in the oven?" Hey, Old Man Gaming! Welcome to the chat room. You have a Skyrim question? Sure! I bought the Proudspire Manor home and the cooking pot is not in the kitchen. Yeah, that is a known issue with Proudspire. I seem to remember that being the case for me as well, and I went and looked it up online, and they said that's just the way the game is programmed, unfortunately. I don't know if there's a way to fix that unless you get a mod that specifically puts a cooking pot in there. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. I think you can run up to the Blue Palace and cook there. I'm trying to think who else. You might be able to run next door to the Bard's College and cook there. I think they have a kitchen downstairs in the basement. And probably some of the other houses, like across this. I think there's a house across the street from Proudspire, across the road. You might be able to go cook in, depending on who lives there and what state of friendship you have with them. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a kind of a glitch in the game. Alright, so here's the ruined house. There are many settlements with ruined houses in this game. And I just turned it into a little house that people live in. It's kind of nasty because I can't scrap the debris. Guess we don't need all these beds. Well, I don't know. People are sleeping. Oh, they're not sleeping in that one. Okay. So let's scrap that one. Let's move this bed over here. Maybe put a couch here. Have a nice couch to sit on. Well, as nice as couches get. In the wasteland. Yeah, let's give him a shitty red couch. There we go. Still have a lot of room to build in here. Let's put a box at the foot of this bed. And I don't know. Maybe a suitcase here. They don't have much here. I guess that's pretty low rent. They can keep a toolbox under their bed. How about that? Alright, well let's go ahead and give them the pipe pistol. What the heck? And what else? A pack shawl. Maybe they killed one of the pack members and they're keeping it as a trophy. Because that pack member was a jerk. What do you think about that? And a Nuka-Cola. Alright. Let's go see if we can buy a few items. So we have, looks like I put a medical little band-aid station here, but there's nobody actually working there. So let's grab somebody who looks like a likely doctor. Here, you do. Come here.
Got it.
I wonder why I built this here and then like never really finished it, you know? Huh. Oh, I see. There's some beds in here too. I think these are the original beds that came with the settlement. Yep, and it's too late at night for me to shop with this guy. Okay. Can we put this back here? Sure, why not? Alright, let's give her some soap. And we'll give her some stim packs and, you know, the basics. Basic stuff, not too much fancy stuff. Because they can always go to Bunker Hill if they need a lot of help. But they need a few things of their own here in case they can't make it to Bunker Hill. There you go. Just a band-aid station. That's all this is. And we have, of course, an outhouse back here. And all this filth around it. And a water purifier right here. I hope it's a strong water purifier. That's going to be pretty filthy water. Well, let's see. If we assigned her to the medical station, there's still 22 food being produced. Huh. Somebody must have picked up the slack. Well, let's see. Why don't we assign him to guard duty? Sure. Now let's see what happens to the food. Now there's only 18 food. Alright, that's a little more reasonable. Because if they have too much of a surplus, it makes them a target for being attacked. So I'm happy with that. I'm content with that. Alright, well I'm not going to worry too much more about County Crossing. I think they're going to be alright. So what's up next? The next settlement on our tour will be Vault 88. Oh, okay. I guess that's when Rose went to Vault 88. Well, let's go down here and take a look. And I'll check in with the chat room. Patrick's asking, what's your next time for the tour? I don't know. What do you mean? Are you just making a joke? Like when you go someplace and you need to take a tour of a museum or whatever, when's the next tour leave? Or do you mean when's the next live stream? I'll be streaming Fallout Friday again next Friday. And in between, I will be playing God of War. I've started uploading edited videos from my God of War streams to YouTube. I uploaded one yesterday, and there should be 2 more that come out over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. And if you want to watch me live when I'm playing God of War, that's on Twitch. I'm also JewelSmith on Twitch. So if you want to check out patreon.com/JewelSmith, it has links to my YouTube channel and Twitch channels, which are also JewelSmith. You can find me. It has links over there to Twitter, Tumblr, and other things I get up to when I'm not playing video games. But I will live stream God of War Monday through Thursday, unless life gets in the way somehow. Usually around the same time. Every time I live stream, I'm usually live streaming between 3:30 and 5:30 Eastern time, East Coast time, and here in the States. I don't usually stream earlier than that or much later than that. Sometimes I'll go till 6 or 6:30, but I try to get started around 3 or 3:30 every day. And but yeah, if you can't make it to the live streams, you can always watch the archived live streams in their entirety on the Twitch channel. Or you can wait for me to upload edited videos. And those have started showing up on YouTube. So here we are at Vault 88. This was never a raider outpost, and it was never a vassal settlement. Basically just came in and whacked the overseer and Rose didn't do any of the vault questy things. She just kind of pretty much came in here and killed the overseer and just took the vault. That's just what she did. Fiona had done, my first Soul Survivor had done all of the little questy story things where she talked to Overseer Barstow and did the different experiments and, you know, did all these different things. But you can see that it's actually on my YouTube channel from a few years ago when Vault Tech first came out. But Rose didn't bother. Rose just came in here, gave her a kiss from Granny, and then proceeded to do whatever she wanted. And I haven't done a whole lot in here. How many people are living in here? Let's take a look. 18 people. That's a lot of people. Now, I say I haven't done a whole lot. I did a lot in the Glory Hole. There's a special build called the Glory Hole build. And I did that for a long-time viewer and Patreon supporter, BJ20715. Inspired the build. It wasn't like BJ said, hey, you know what you need to do? But I was inspired to do the build and talk to him about it, and we came up with these ideas, and then I kind of ran with it. So I take all the blame. I'll give BJ credit, but I'll take all the blame. So we've got a guard post here. These guard desks come with the Vault Tech DLC. I put a few turrets up here. There's another guard post there. But I didn't scrap a whole lot or build a whole lot in the rest of the vault, aside from the glory hole. Now, Fiona did a whole lot of building and put a whole lot of crazy stuff into her Vault 88. And you can see that on my YouTube channel. But Rose, not so much. See, like, I didn't even bother scrapping all this stuff. I just left it in there. There's the radio beacon if you want to get some more settlers. I turned it off because I didn't want any more here. I suppose I could fit a few more in, but I mean it is a big area. So if we come over here, there's the security office. I didn't do much in here either. I put in a security desk, so there is a vault dweller sitting there. But you know, I didn't scrap all this stuff. I didn't do much. I think there might have been another desk here and I scrapped it. I don't remember why. I don't remember what I was gonna put in here.
Anybody need help with anything?
No, I'm good. I'm good. You're fine right there. I might have been thinking that I would put in a jail cell of some kind. And then changed my mind. Or maybe I was going to put a bed in here or something. I don't know. But the real glory of Vault 88 is the glory hole. And that's where all these arrows are pointing toward. So we'll head down that way. No, I did not build a vault in Vault 88 because you know what? Screw Vault Tech. They can go to hell. But I have this little settlement down here. We'll hang a left here. There's a guard post. Some turrets. A wall. This is a restricted area, so anyone that's coming to Vault 88 to visit the glory hole, which is down there, you can see the arrows. They're not allowed back here. This is actually where, follow the green lights, this is where we have our garden. Our greenhouse with grow lights. It's back here. So this is where they're growing the food for the settlement. And we're just using this as a shed, a little storage shed. There's a turret back here. I don't remember where this leads. I think it leads back to the subway station or something. There's all kinds of mazes around here. And that leads into another part of the vault, but I haven't done anything with it. Maybe he's coming down to work in the garden? Are you a gardener? Yeah, you are. Okay. Good luck with that. Oh, and him too. Yep. They're going to work. What time is it? Yep, it's that time. Time for them to go to work. I know, Barbarian King is saying the vault is a great size, but the build limit is useless. I know. I was so disappointed because you have to unlock it in like stages. You know how you have to go through when you first get it and you have to unlock. There's like the different sectors. You know, you've got the north sector and the northeast sector and blah blah blah, and you go and unlock each one. And I thought that each sector would be like a separate settlement, quote unquote. So you could have, if there's like, I don't remember how many sectors there are, 3 or 4 or whatever, but if you could have 20 people in each sector, then altogether you would have, you know, 60, 80, 100 people or whatever in the vault, because it's huge. But that's not how it works. It's just, they're all just parts of one vault settlement, and that settlement has the same limit as all the other settlements, which is your charisma plus 10. So, you know, what's the point of having all this space? It just seems, I don't know, it seems kind of silly. This is where Overseer Barstow was living. And again, I just pretty much left it. I didn't scrap much. I didn't take much out of here. I didn't do much with it. I put in some lights and some defensive turrets. But I built this settlement over here. And I used the rail cars because when you first come in here, it's full of train cars. And so I figured they just would turn those into houses. Because how else would you get them out of here? I mean, you'd have to like cut them into pieces and drag them out the door or whatever, and that would be a pain in the neck. So I just pretended that they unloaded the rail cars and moved into them. So, you know, there's a little bedroom here and a bedroom here. I guess I meant to put a bedroom there, but I didn't or something. I don't know what's there. Let's put a couch. It's a nice little nook to get cozy in, isn't it? But here in the Vault Tech add-on came with some fancier versions of things, some clean versions of things. Came with these clean chairs and a clean couch. So let's use it. Let's use the clean one. It was untouched by the ravages of the apocalypse. So there you go. Isn't that cozy? And they can smoke their meat out here and then go back into the glory hole and get their meat smoked. And if you don't know what I mean by that, you'll know in a minute. Alright, so I didn't scrap this either. I just kind of built next to it, put in a guard post here. And again, he's here to keep the riffraff out of the rest of the vault. Keep them on the path. I like to imagine that they have a lot of people coming in and out. There's nothing I can say about this place that isn't going to sound suggestive. Okay. So back here, I just turned the shipping containers into a little picnic area. I didn't scrap them. So they've got a cooler here for meat. They've got a radio. Picnic bench. You probably can't hear the music, but there is music playing. And a grill. Look at that, isn't that nice? And then they come down here. And this was kind of already here. Again, I just kind of imagined that they used what was already here and just decided to move into it. Like maybe they managed to drag this one over here and somebody turned it into a little house to live in. And then they took these and turned them into a little house to live in. Because that's what I like to do with my builds, is do something sort of realistic. So they just come in here and say, okay, well, these are already here, so we'll just build some walls and live in them. I mean, I know that I've unlocked the ability to make more Vault-Tec stuff, but I don't know. I'm just kind of pretending like Rose isn't going to bother with that. Like, maybe she didn't learn it because she just killed Overseer Barstow. Doesn't care. But you can come across here, so they've got like a little back porch area there, a little deck. They can come across here, and this is where the water purifier is located. That makes a lot of water. Let's see if we can see how much water it makes. I built this floor across here so you could get back and forth from the residential area there over here to the water purifier. It doesn't say, but I think it makes 100 water. Yeah, see, it says there's 100 water being made here. That's a lot of water. Activate. No, I didn't really want to do that, but okay. But I've got a guard post in here to keep an eye on things, so nobody sabotages their water. Do I have a turret back here? I don't. Maybe I should build a turret for defense. They've got a decent defense here, 102. And if we come back up this way, it'll lead us back to the main room. Another guard post here. Another turret. See, if we go up this way, we're back up here where we came in. So we've made a loop around. We've got the Water Tower Hotel. I didn't scrap that water tower. There was another one on the other side. I think I did scrap, yeah. But we turned this one into the Water Tower Hotel. So you can come up to the desk here and you can crash in here if you're here to have a wild night in the glory hole and then have a nap and go back and do it again. You can crash here. Probably put a maybe an outhouse back here. What do you think about that? I don't know if I'd want to be the one that would clean it. That's a heck of a place for an outhouse. But okay. They gotta have a place to go to the bathroom. Well, probably more than one. There's enough people here, they're gonna need a lot of places. Maybe we should put... Well, I was gonna say we could put a water pump, but they're already producing a lot of water. We have a bathhouse down in the glory hole anyway, so let's not worry about that. Alright. Let's head down and see the glory of Vault 88. Close that off with cement just to make it look a little nicer. Here we go. Open, open, open. I should probably hop out of my power armor. We'll pick it up on the way out. I'll take the fusion core so no one can snatch it. Alright, so here's the glory hole. Nice little salon out here. And you head inside. And there's another salon, different kind of salon in here. Get your hair cut. There's a medical center here. There's the waiting room. There's the doctor. Couple of beds, a little room divider. All of her goodies and tools. Nice shiny bath fixtures because it's Vault 88. And right next to the medical center, there's the bathhouse I was talking about. The flowing water of the bath sign was inspired by Ice Stella, her home plate build that you can see on her channel. She put some blue lights like that in the shower in her bathroom at home plate, and I said, that's cool, I want to do that. Trash can. And you come in here and you put your stuff in the locker and you can have a shower. And I know this is not really a shower, it's supposed to be the conduit for the electrical systems. And this is not really hot and cold. You can still a little electrical plug in the center. But I'm pretending that that's what it is. I think it looks like a shower to me. And bathtubs if you don't want a shower. And there's a shower stall here. There's a bathroom here. We've got some soda machines right here on your way in. And if you go a little further in here this way, we'll head this way first. There's a clothing store called Dressed to Thrill. Lots of nice fancy clothes to buy. And the coat hanger is still there. Yay! And this is where the clothing vendor lives. Gotta have a clothing iron to keep everything looking nice. This would be the little changing room here. Go try things on. Then we've got BJ's Blow 'em Up. This is the weapon shop. Again, you know, everything in here is in honor of BJ 20715. So we named this shop BJ's Blow 'em Up. We have big guns and knockers. The pipe pistols are on the sale rack because they're crap. There's some more guns, frag mines and whatnot. Various ammo and explosives and things. And here's the weapon shop. The weapons seller doesn't seem to be able to pass back here. In fact, you may have noticed that the clothing seller and the other vendors are not back here, even though they should be. They all hang out up near the front entrance. I think you have to actually build a vault in Vault 88 to get anyone to be able to path anywhere. They don't seem to be able to path very well on their own. They managed to path to the bar that's back there, and we'll get to that in a minute, but they can't seem to path back here to their shops, so I don't know. I don't know what's up with that, but oh well. So we have a weapon workbench and more weapons for sale. Fisto. That's named after the character in Fallout New Vegas. Oh, One Eye, the Penetrator, Hot and Hard, and Big Prick. Yeah, I think the Penetrator came named that. It was named the Penetrator, but I think I named all the others. So lots of weapons back here for sale. And then we have a hardware store, which is actually a general goods merchant, but I made it look like a hardware store, called Wanna Screw. Because everything in here is, you know, suggestive. We have our nice little hardware store back here. And then we have a gift shop. I was working on this not too long ago. Like just a few weeks ago, I finished up the gift shop. I put a bunch of Live and Love magazines in here and Nuka-Love soda. We have teddy bears, rocket ships, presents, figurines, all kinds of goodies. She's actually a oh, she managed to get in here.
Happy to be safe in a vault, Overseer.
I bet you are. This is actually a clothing stand. So if I were to talk to her, she'd be selling clothes, but it's supposed to be the gift shop. And then we'll head back here. Got some more outhouses. And this is our donut shop, bar, and brothel complex back here. So you've got your Slocum's Joe donut shop here. And the Old Glory Donut, it's a specialty here in the Glory Hole.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? I suppose I can get rid of the donut mix I'm carrying around, huh? Sure, don't need it. Oh, she seems to be stuck there. Oh well, she'll figure it out. And then we have the bar, the Spitter Swallow, underneath the brothel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got a cigarette machine in here. A radio. Can't hear the music, can you? Oh, I bet I could put some vodka in here. Do I still have vodka? I think I kept a few. Yep, we'll put one in there. There you go.
I wonder how high the vault numbers go.
Okay. And then we have our rooms here in the red light district. And I mentioned that I had made some obscene neon art back here. So prepare yourselves. I did remodel these rooms just a little bit. Oh, isn't that cute? That's pretty. Here we go. Alright, so we have lady art. a very buxom lady that I made out of neon. And then you have to be of legal age to see the next one. So, you know, this game is rated M for mature. I won't be monetizing this video, but make your children leave the room. There you go.
A word or several from our sponsors. Stop in for a drink at the Dugout Inn.
I just wanted to see what was possible with the neon, and so I was experimenting the other day, and I came up with that one, and I came up with that one.
From Good Neighbor.
I thought they came out pretty nice. Oh, I'm missing the chat here. What are we saying in the chat? Dare I look and see what the chat is saying about this? I still is saying headcanon. Yeah, a lot of headcanon going on here. Herman says, I love the headcanon. Dion, how you doing, Dion? Dion says, does taking the fusion core out really stop them? It seems to. I haven't had any problem with anyone stealing my power armor unless they had a fusion core of their own. If you have fusion cores stored nearby, they might grab them and then take your power armor. But if there's no fusion cores for them to take and they don't have any in their inventory and you take it out of the power armor, they shouldn't be able to get into it. Herman says, what? It's a syringe, yes? Yeah, a medical syringe. Hey, Dark Arrow! Stella saying, send me a screenshot. I will after the stream. I will probably take a screenshot of my own. Heck yeah. Old man. You could poke someone's eye out with that. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm rather proud of that one too. That took me a little while, but it's fun. You can see how I did it with an X and O's, letter J, quotation marks, exclamation points, W, and then the little hyphens. Yep. Alrighty. I think that's everything down here. And I don't think there's much else going on in the vault. Because I spent most of my time, like I said, I kind of left the rest of the vault alone. And spent most of my time working down here. It was a lot of fun. It was a whole lot of fun. Many, many thanks to BJ20715 for inspiring me and for being a longtime Patreon supporter of this channel. See, that's the sort of nonsense that you get when you're a Patreon supporter. I don't know whether that's working in my favor or against me. But it is what it is. I am what I am. Alright. Let's head out of here. This is where they kind of gather. The residents. But some of them make their way back to the donut shop and the bar, but they just can't seem to make their way to the other shops. I don't know. And there is more in here, of course. This place is massive. think there's more back here. Now, in my first playthrough with Fiona, Fiona turned this entire room into an art gallery. So if you're interested in that, you can see that on my YouTube channel. I mean, I guess I could have scrapped all this for the materials, but I just never did. I have no idea why in the world I have a liquor sign back here. What in the world is back here? Why would I put that there? Oh, right. Oh, right. I had forgotten about this. So this leads back up and out. And I think I built... Yeah, I built a casino up here or something. Yeah, Get Lucky. Get Lucky Casino, that's right. I put some slot machines in here and some diner tables. Wow, there's a general goods store and a bar. Huh. And a dead raider behind the counter. Nobody is assigned to these. Alright. But they're here. I guess I thought that this would be part of the... oh, I'll take that. This would be part of the whole experience, I guess. But I never assigned anyone up here. Interesting. Huh. Okay. I don't think I did anything else here. We'll just head out. I know there's a whole other section of the vault where there's a subway system. I really don't think I did anything there at all. Not as Rose. I did as Fiona, but not as Rose. Hey, Sulfur, how are you? Welcome to the chat room. Well, you picked a heck of a time to join the chat. You just missed my pornographic neon lights. If you want to skip back a few minutes and check that out. I don't know if you do. We were doing a tour of Vault 88. And now we're out here at University Point. Because University Point Pharmacy leads back into Vault 88. Just like you can come out here next to Fallon's department store, that leads into Vault 88 as well. So Vault 88 really is very, very big. Or at least that's the way they've made it seem. I mean, it is big, but I've never bothered to find out if it's exactly the same size as they claim it is. Like, if you run from the entrance of the vault, you know, to the corners of the vault, and then go above ground and run from, you know, here to here, is it the same distance? It'd be interesting to see. Because, I mean, even though, like, one is supposed to be below ground, I don't know if it necessarily exists in the same database or the same world as, you know what I mean? Like, is it just like a little pocket of data separate from the Commonwealth, or is it really like located below the Commonwealth? Like, if you fell through the world, would you hit Vault 88 if you were out here? I don't think so. I'm gonna say no, but I could be wrong. And there's Jamaica Plain right there, so that's actually on the edge of Vault 88 as well. Alright, so what's our next settlement to visit? Would be Nordhagen Beach. So let's head there. Nordhagen Beach is up here. Nope, here we go. Now, Nordhagen Beach has never been a settlement for Rose, I don't think. I think it's only ever been a Brotherhood of Steel settlement, because when you go in and you talk to Proctor Tegan, the guy who's the quartermaster, he'll say, we need supplies to feed the army, you know, to feed the Brotherhood. So go talk to the local farmers and get supplies. And you come out here, and he'll send you to Nordhagen specifically. I think he sent me here like twice. And you come out here, and you have the option of either threatening the settlers and forcing them to feed the Brotherhood of Steel, or you can pay them. And I think I ended up paying them, even though Rose is really not a nice person, and she probably wouldn't have cared about threatening them. I just figured, you know, why would the Brotherhood do that? Why would the Brotherhood want to strong-arm the settlers that they claim to care about? I don't know. Why does the Brotherhood do anything? Yeah, not allied. But see, if you come out here and you give them money and you say, okay, you're going to supply the Brotherhood of Steel now, this can't be a settlement. So you can't build here. Can't change anything here.
Yeah?
This guy's got nothing to say to me. Alright, well. So that's Nordhagen. It is not actually part of my settlement system. It is supplying the Brotherhood of Steel. See, I've got the Mechanist Lair, County Crossing linked to Mechanist Lair, Mechanist Lair linked to Boston Airport. But I got nothing. Nothing at Nordhagen. So that one's easy. So the next one would be Mechanist Lair. Okay, Herman's saying that I wouldn't be able to assign anyone to the casino that I built, the Get Lucky Casino, because they just won't go there. Oh, you can assign them, but then as soon as you leave the vault and come back, they'll be unassigned. Okay. See, and that makes no sense to me. Why have this buildable area up there and then not be able to put anyone in it? That's kind of frustrating. I think it's the same with the area where the subway is. In Vault 88, there's like that little subway area. You can put stuff there. You can build things and scrap things, but you can't actually send anyone out there. Because I built a little Minuteman outpost there in the subway system. Because it's right at that intersection where there's a whole bunch of mutants and stuff. So I figured it would be good to have Minutemen right there to kind of guard that entrance of the settlement. But nobody ever actually goes out there. Alright, so here we are at the Mechanist Lair. And there's absolutely nothing going on here. I have done nothing here. I killed the Mechanist. Rose killed the Mechanist. Fiona, my first soul survivor, did not kill the Mechanist. She was able to use her charisma and talk to the Mechanist. And so the Mechanist is still alive in Fiona's world. But not in Rose's world. Rose killed the Mechanist, and you can see that on my YouTube channel. You can also see it in my 111 Kisses, the story of Granny's Kiss video, which is about a half an hour long, I think. And it's kind of a little overview, a little edited overview of the evolution of Granny's Kiss from the point when Rose found it all the way up till it's fully maxed out and upgraded condition that we have it in now. And it shows little clips from lots of different live streams, and it shows me defeating Swan at the pond, and it shows me defeating the Mechanist, and it shows other things. It shows me getting the blue quantum armor. So it's a nice little overview of probably the first half or so of my Rose playthrough, because I think it only goes up to about level 70, which was the point when she finally went and talked to Preston. But it shows you, you know, a lot about what Rose was doing in a very condensed form. But yes, Rose came out here and killed the Mechanist. And then never did anything with this place. Fiona turned it into a manufacturing facility because of its closeness to the castle. Oh, that's Fort Strong. Where's the castle? There's the castle. So, what we did was, you know, because I figured we could manufacture things here and then either send them through the settlement system or put them on a boat and float them down to the castle if we wanted to. But Fiona built a whole bunch of contraptions here. I think I've got all the different machines that make ammo, armor, energy weapons, ballistic weapons, all of that stuff I set up here. And again, you can see that on my YouTube channel. Just look for Mechanist Lair, or look for, I think I have a contraptions playlist where I do a video that explains each of the different contraptions that come with the contraptions add-on, each of the different machines that manufacture things. You know, the ammunition plant, and, you know, the fireworks maker, and, you know, all that different stuff. I have videos about all of that from my first playthrough. But yeah, so this whole thing was like a big manufacturing hub because you can't plant anything here. I think if I go into the workshop mode, yeah, there's no power. And if I go over to resources, all you get's a water pump. Oh no, okay, you get these two. Alright, I spoke too soon. And it is possible to put a water pump. There's a few spots where there's just a little bit of dirt and you can stick a water pump in place. But there's no food. You see here? There's water. There's miscellaneous. And the miscellaneous does not have the garden plot. So it's similar to home plate that way. And the Boston airport. You can't plant any food here. So you could send people to live here, I would imagine. You would just have to have them eating food from the surplus of the rest of your settlement system. Some people have told me that they turned this into a robot making facility, because that's kind of what the Mechanist was using it for, was to make robots. And some people have told me that they've actually turned it into a provisioner hub, that you can make a whole bunch of robots and then send those robots out to provision every single settlement in your settlement system. So it's kind of like this is the hub, and then those would be the spokes of the wheel, everyone radiating out. But I don't know, I wouldn't want to do that just because some of these settlements would be really far away. That would be a really long walk, and if they encounter any kind of difficulty along the way, then that spoke disappears. I mean, it's true even without spokes, but you know, like if your provisioner between Abernathy and Starlight runs into some trouble, this line will disappear for a while, and then these settlements won't be linked to these other settlements. But I don't know. Maybe it would be worth it, because then you wouldn't, you know, if something happened to one spoke of the wheel, it wouldn't affect all the other settlements. That's true. So maybe it would be a better way to do it. But it just seems like that would be a really long way to make a robot walk. But, oh well. I think I've heard that the robots... Well, I don't know. I don't think the settlers ever get killed. I don't think the provisioners can get killed unless you kill them yourself on accident. I don't know, I could be wrong about that. I have had a few provisioners go missing, but I don't think they were actually dead, because as soon as I assigned a second provisioner, usually they'd show back up again. Or if I went to the settlement and rang the bell, they would show back up. Sometimes they just go missing and then randomly reappear. But I've heard that there's not as much of a problem with that with the robots. The robots are pretty hardy. I don't know. The only robot provisioner I have is Ada, and she's the provisioner that goes between Red Rocket and Sanctuary. just because I was tired of hearing her try to talk to me all the time. And so I got rid of her. I was like, go be a provisioner, stop chatting to me. But yeah, didn't do anything here at all with Rose. Did a lot with Fiona. I love what I've done with this place as Fiona, but did nothing here as Rose. So that's an easy tour, isn't it? Of course, I guess I could scrap all this stuff, and it would have given me a bunch of resources to use in my settlement system. It's too late for that now, because I'm probably not going to be doing much building. Ooh, gas can. I'll take it. I'll take the screwdriver. It's not very large, the area. I mean, it goes up pretty high. It goes all the way up here, and you've got lots of little side rooms, but the border of the settlement basically stops. See right there. And you can at least scrap the debris. That's something anyway. Wish you could do that in all the settlements. Would be nice. Let's see. That's the edge of the settlement there. Here, let's scrap that wooden crate. There we go. And same up here. There's lots of doorways leading in and out, but again, each doorway is just at the border of the settlement. Ooh, a little prison cage here. And a gurney. Oof. I'm gonna scrap that. I think I ended up, with Fiona, I think I ended up leaving this here and turning this little room into a medical center, taking out the jail cell. Man, I wish you could get these jail cells to put in your settlements. That would be pretty cool. I mean, not that I would want to put jail cells in every settlement, but it would be nice to maybe have one or two of them in the settlements that are designed to be Minutemen outposts. So they would have some place to hold raiders or whatever that they captured. Would be nice, wouldn't it? Alright, well, that's it. I don't even see the dead Mechanist here anywhere. I thought I killed her right here. She doesn't seem to be here anymore. I guess she despawned. So, that's it. Mechanist Lair. Dark Arrow is asking, did you take Kate to Vault 95 with Rose or Fiona? I took her to the vault with Fiona, my first sole survivor, but that's not on my YouTube channel because that's part of the main story, main game stuff. I didn't start streaming to YouTube and having a YouTube channel until after I had already destroyed the Institute and done a bunch of stuff in the game. Which is one of the reasons I started over, because Herman wanted to see me play from the beginning. He asked me if I would start over with a second playthrough, and that was one of the reasons I created Rose here back in March 2017. But yeah, Fiona went and cured Kate, but Rose never did. I thought Kate was a really good follower, and I really enjoyed having her with me until I cured her. And Nemo has said this before. I don't know if Nemo's in the chat room right now, but Nemo has said this before. He said that, you know, Kate is cool until you cure her. And I have to agree. Now, I know Stella loves Kate, cured or otherwise. But I just felt like her dialogue kind of changed and got a little bit weird because she gets real flirty. And I didn't want to have a relationship with her. I felt like that was just, I was like, Kate, I kept telling her, no, I'm not interested. Settle down. And it just she kind of got on my last nerve because it started to feel clingy after a while. Like every time I'd, hang out with her, it was just, she was kind of all over me and I didn't like it. So, I mean, I didn't like it coming from Preston either. He kept doing it. He kept trying to have a relationship with my first soul survivor, even after I had romanced McCready and then romanced Hancock, and Preston kept trying to talk to me about it. And I finally had to be rude to him. I can't remember what the dialogue option was, but I finally said something like, let's keep it professional, or, shut up or something. I told him to stop, and he finally stopped. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I couldn't figure out how to get Kate to knock it off, but oh well. Hey, Sulfur just switched on my PS4 to watch the stream on my TV. Hey, it was me. Stella is looking forward to seeing Fiona's tours again. Oh, cool. Well, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to doing some more building with Fiona, remodeling her settlements and doing some more Creation Club stuff. I don't know if I'll be able to start doing that next Fallout Friday. We still have several settlements to get through with Rose to finish her farewell tour. But we have some time. Since a lot of these settlements are things she hasn't really built up very much, we might be able to get through several of them today, but I don't know if we're going to get finished today. If we finish today, then this will be the last time that we hang out with Rose. If I don't finish, then we'll hang out with Rose again next Fallout Friday, and then after that I'll start doing Fiona streams. Aw, Nutty Peon, how you doing? Says roses are red, Fiona's are green, moon sugar is sweet, but not as sweet as you. Aw. I actually did a little poem like that. What was it? Except it was roses are blue, because Rose wears the blue quantum power armor. Roses are blue, mutants are green. Come out and watch me stream. Something like that. Hey, Epic Ninja, how are you? Yeah. Well, thanks for coming back. Sulfur's writing more poetry. Roses are red, my name is Dave. This poem makes no sense. Microwave. You're deconstructing. It's avant-garde, right? It's a postmodern take on the tradition of romance and Hey Weeb, how you doing? Welcome to the chat room. Weeb Trash says hi Joel. Hi. Alright. We were looking at the Mechanist Lair where absolutely nothing is happening or has happened other than Rose killed the Mechanist here. So let's move on. Now, I have a little note here on my list that says, in March 2018, I reached 1,000 subs. Some of you might remember, I think Ice Stella and Starfish were actually with me in the on mic through the PlayStation Network, and they were chatting while I reached 1,000 subs. And we went and destroyed the Institute with the Brotherhood of Steel. That's what I did to celebrate. And I got the Platinum Trophy. That's right. I hit 1,000 subs, destroyed the Institute, got the Platinum Trophy. And that was all in March of 2018. And for those of you who might have missed it, I was saying earlier that I started this playthrough with Rose in March of 2017. That's how long I've been playing with Rose. But I've got some notes here that says December 1st, 2017, I took Preston to Sanctuary. Was it really that long ago? And then I bought home plate for Dance as a Christmas gift. Right, so I had played from March to December, I guess, in 2017, just doing nothing but being a raider and building a raider empire. And then eventually Rose fell for Dance. She had romanced Gage. He's the raider guy in Nuka-World. And I still like Gage. You guys know how much I like Gage. When we had to kill him to get Starlight Drive-In back, I built him a big tomb in honor of him and laid him to rest in Gage's tomb at Starlight. But yeah, Rose had romanced Dance because she couldn't convince Gage. I wish there was a way, but you know, this game doesn't have a lot of nuances. You couldn't convince Gage to join the Brotherhood. Like, he would go from being a raider to being in that regimented sort of society. Of course he wouldn't. But Rose values strength and survival, and she thought that the Brotherhood was her best chance of that. So she got out of the Raiders, went with the Brotherhood, romanced Dance, and eventually killed all the Raiders at Nuka-World. And I guess then we went and talked to Preston at Concord and took him to Sanctuary. Okay. That's right, because I did a bunch of videos. I did, like, Rose the Krampus, Rose the Santa Claus. We did, like, a series of holiday videos where we built Granny's Village at Sanctuary. Alright, now, we've already visited Sanctuary during this farewell tour, but we'll pop back out there just for a second to take a look at it. Because I guess this is the point. I mean, obviously you pass through Sanctuary when you leave the vault. But Rose didn't do anything with Sanctuary. She didn't go to Concord. She used Red Rocket as her home base and still does. And she's the only one that lives there besides Dance and some robots and a dog. Well, a wolf. So she didn't actually start building up Sanctuary until this point in the game for her. When she turned on the Nuka-World Raiders and decided to join the Brotherhood and romance Dance. And then we spent several episodes, or I spent a lot of time trying to see if I could get all of the vassals and raider outposts back as regular settlements, and I was able to do that without any help from Preston Garvey. It had nothing to do with him. It just had to do with going and killing all the raiders at each raider outpost, and going to the vassal settlements and doing some quests for them. Once I had killed all the raiders in Nuka-World, then I could go to the vassal settlements and do quests for them. And get them back as regular settlements. But yeah, that's about the point, I guess, when I brought Preston out here, that we started building up Sanctuary Hills. That's McCready's gun shop. That's the Ho Ho Hotel. And there's Granny's Village. Santa and his reindeer out front. Got this lovely Christmas attraction for everyone in the wasteland. Aww. And everything in here is named after Celtic Granny's grandchildren. And children. She has several. She's a longtime viewer and supporter of the channel. So here's another build. I've talked about other builds, like I did the Glory Hole build for BJ20715, and I did the various, well, I did a steampunk workshop build at Far Harbor for Just Hike, and then we have all the Just Hike travel agencies that I've built. And Just Hike is the official sponsor of Fallout Fridays.
Can't wait to get out of this goddamn heat.
There's Kate. She lives here, wearing the Grognak costume. There's a medical center here with Curie.
Life forms as possible. It is, of course, for science.
There's Slocum Joe's donut shop back there. An armor and clothing store there. Mama Murphy's noodle bus. I'm kind of running through all of this because we've already hit it earlier. I went ahead and did the Sanctuary tour a few episodes ago, even though I didn't really build all this stuff up at the beginning of the game. I built it all later. There's Ryan in his general goods store. June and Marcy are the ones working in the garden. And apparently Codsworth. He never leaves the garden. I don't know why. Sturgis is the scavenger. Hey there, Sturgis. Just walk behind you for a little while. How about that?
Can it wait?
Sorry. Am I harassing you? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. God, I'm a terrible person. That house is empty, so I just put a for rent sign on it. And that's where the trade caravans come. Because we've got that caravan stop from Bunker Hill. And there's Ada. I told you she was the provisioner that went back and forth here. She just walks back and forth across the bridge is really all she does. But anyway, alright, well we've already done Sanctuary Hills as a tour, so I'm not going to get into too much detail on this. But let's go to Home Plate next. That's the next place. Home Plate is not really a settlement, because you can't move anyone into it. I mean, you can take your followers there, but you can't assign anyone to it. But I guess that's, you know, it's a player home. And in my notes here, it says that I bought it for Dance as a Christmas gift. Now, at this point, Dance can't live in it because I finished the main story with the Brotherhood, and so there's Brotherhood of Steel people out here in the marketplace. Let's go out and take a look. Whoever you finish the main story with, then their flags are flying over the Diamond City Market. And Dance is an enemy of the Brotherhood, so we can't bring Dance here anymore. So he won't be able to enjoy his Christmas present that I bought him. But I guess the time that I bought Home Plate, he was still not an enemy of the Brotherhood. See, there's Brotherhood people hanging out here.
No trouble here. Just doing a supply run.
Alright. And Brotherhood flag. See, you can see the Brotherhood flag flying there and there. And there.
Everyone needs a haircut. Step up.
So I can't bring Dance here anymore. But this is Home Plate. Let's go in and take a look. Alright, so we walk in the door, and we're in the bedroom. Ooh, why is there a skull? Why is there a skull in the nightstand? Silver bowl I can understand, but why is there a skull in there? Let's just keep a severed human head in the nightstand. Oh my goodness. Alright, we have a fireplace from the, what is it called? Christmas pack? Christmas picket fences in the Creation Club? Holiday picket fences? It adds fireplaces along with Christmas trees and stockings and things. A lot of that stuff that we use to build Granny's Village up in Sanctuary. What's in here? Anything interesting? I guess not. Plasma cartridges, I'll take those. Huh, okay. So we got a little workshop area here. I can work on my power armor, my weapons and armor. And of course, because we had bought it for Dance, we fixed it all up. Look, there's a poster of somebody in power armor, and there's a poster of Liberty Prime. Oh, and I guess we put a doghouse here in case we brought dog meat. A little stove in the corner. A living room. Do I have anything stored in here? A scalpel. Oh, okay. And then I built a bathroom here with some of the white brick from the Slocum's Joe Creation Club kit. And let's see if I put anything upstairs. I don't think I did. No, I did not. Oh, just a chair. This little railing here comes from Nuka-World. It's in the Dry Rock Gulch stuff. I guess I put it there so people wouldn't fall off. Maybe I should put another one. Let's see. Decorations, Nuka-World, Dry Rock Gulch. Yeah. Alright, cool. Need a lamp here, like you could sit and read or something. Let's see. Should we put a lamp here? Alright. That's fine. Sure, why not? Guess this is just storage up here. Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Alright, well that's it. That's all I did with home plate. Didn't really spend a lot of time here with Rose. Fiona spent a lot of time here, because Fiona would come back to Diamond City a lot. And especially after she had destroyed the Institute and killed Mayor McDonough, and she had romanced Hancock. You might remember from Hancock's backstory that he used to not be a ghoul, and his brother was the mayor, Mayor McDonough, and his brother threw ghouls out of Diamond City, and Hancock felt really bad about that, and then he himself became a ghoul. And founded Good Neighbor. But the people in home plate, the people in Diamond City, I guess, didn't like ghouls. So after I had destroyed the Institute and romanced Hancock, we would come back here and we would dress up real nice in like a tuxedo. He'd wear a tuxedo and I would wear a purple sparkly dress, and we would go out to dinner in the fancy restaurant, and we would take a walk around the bases, and I would basically thumb my nose at everyone in Diamond City because I was there with a ghoul, and what are they going to do about it? Because I'm the general of the Minutemen, and I'm the one that destroyed the Institute, so they could just eat a turd. Well, that was one of my favorite things to do. So we did spend a lot of time here, and I have a notorious photograph. In Fiona's world, there's a bed right here, and I put neon on the wall behind the bed. It says Hancock was here, and then a big arrow pointing to the bed. And I have a picture, a screenshot of him standing next to the bed that says that. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my favorite screenshots from this game. Oh man, good times, good times. I miss that ghoul. Can't wait to get back to it. I'll be switching back and playing as Fiona and hanging out with Hancock in a week or two when we get done with Rose. Hi, Stella says, oh, home plate. Such fond memories. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Alright, so what's next on Rose's farewell tour? Kingsport Lighthouse. Apparently, after I went and brought Preston from Concord to Sanctuary Hills at last, the first place he sent me was Kingsport Lighthouse, which is somewhere around here. There it is. So let's head out there. I don't think that I had unlocked Kingsport on my own. I had unlocked several settlements on my own without Preston. I was saying that earlier. It is possible to do that. But I think Kingsport was one that he sent me to. I could be wrong, but I think it was one he sent me to specifically. One of those, you know, a settlement needs your help, I'll mark it on your map things. And so I went out and unlocked Kingsport Lighthouse. But like so many things in the wasteland, Rose didn't do much with it. I left the car here as kind of like a barrier. When you approach from the road, you know, there's these trucks. And you come up here and there's tires and there's this car. So I just put a guard post right next to it. And there's another guard post there. Water pump, turrets. Put some food around here. Some more water pumps. Let's see how much food and water they are producing. There's 9 people here. They have no power at all. Yeah, alright, they're doing fine. 12 beds. They've got a Brahmin right here. Alright, good for them. Another guard post. What have I got going on here? It's been ages since I've been out here. Oh, right. I kind of built this little covered back porch area here. Right. They're using the upstairs of the house because the roof is all destroyed. They're using it as a garden to keep their food protected, or most of their food protected. That's right. Because you can't really repair the roof up here. I mean, I think I tried, as Fiona, I tried to put roof over it and fix it. Sometimes you can. Sometimes you can get pieces of roof to go into place, but I think with Rose, she just said, screw it. And they're using it as a garden. And then they live down here underneath. Oh, this guy is not laying in bed. Oh, I guess maybe he wants to lay in this bed.
Track of how many blisters I got.
Can't get rid of this dead body. Way to go, game. No matter how many times I try to drag this body out somewhere else beyond the edge of the settlement, it always ends up coming back. Yeah, he can't lay down on his bed. What's the matter for you? Why don't you go to a different bed? Why don't you go to a different bed? Why don't you walk over here? Come on. I'm going to just scrap this. There you go. I will just leave that there. I mean, it says there's 11 beds, so this guy should be able to find another bed to lay in. Oh, she's not assigned to anything. And neither is she. I guess I sent some people out here and had no idea what I was gonna do with them. Alright, so we have a little band-aid station, first aid station in here. With nothing in it. Okay. Well, let's transfer some goodies in here. We'll give him some stim packs at least. And maybe some Radix and Radaway. Do they have bottle caps for me to pick up? Oh my gosh, yeah they do. Okay, I'll take that. What else do they have? Silver locket, silver pocket watch. Not much else. Alright, let's go up here. Did I put a bed? I did put a bed up here. Nobody is sleeping in it though. Okay. What about this bed? Yep. Somebody's sleeping in that one. And nobody is sleeping in that one. Well, I'm going to leave that one in place. Huh. Let's put in a different... Yeah, let's just leave it. Okay, we'll leave it. Maybe there's a chair up here for people to sit in and enjoy the view. Sure. We can't put this in here. Huh, okay. What's in there? A wrench. Alright, let's take it. What we should put in here are some ammo, because you might have to defend the place from up here. So you'd want some ammo as a backup. That's what I think anyway. Right? Oh, hey there. Are you assigned to anything? Oh, you're a farmer.
You're
Okay.
looking for trouble, I hope.
No, I'm not looking for trouble. I'm cool. I'm cool. Alright, so what's down here, if anything? I don't remember what I did here. I remember more about this settlement in Fiona's world than here. Oh, well there's a store here, okay. Somebody's working. Alright. We have a scavenger station. Do we have a scavenger? We do have a scavenger. Alright, well that's good to know. I don't think they need the power armor station, because there's nobody that's going to have power armor here except me. I probably put that in there just for myself. My own benefit, but, you know, it doesn't need to be there. What is in this thing? An adjustable wrench. Okay. I'm going to take this out of here. I think I'm going to put a bed down here. Doesn't this seem like somebody should be living down here? that bed go? Right here. Behind the door. With the oil barrel at your head. Yep. Ooh, the ocean is very loud here. There we go. Don't worry, it's an empty oil barrel. It won't catch on fire. So, who lives and works down here? We gotta assign somebody. Alright. Maybe she lives down here. Maybe the scavenger lives down here too. What do you think? Nah, I don't like that. I don't like having the fire from this being so close to these. Let's put it out back. Maybe he works out here where he gets better ventilation. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Actually, you know what? He probably wouldn't be here at all because that would set the whole dock on fire. Alright, I'm changing my mind about that. It would set the whole dock on fire. So let's put it under there for now. For now, forever. Oh, this is the scavenger. Alright, how you doing? Oh, hey. Alright, good. He came along just at the right time. We're going to assign you to this bed, sir. You're going to live out here. How's that sound? Let's give him a little table and chairs to sit at here. To eat their breakfast in the morning. There you go. All right. Good luck with that. So that means we can probably get rid of a couple of more beds. Excuse me? Can you move, please? Thank you. There we go. Let's scrap that one. So what does this place need? We've got a few people without jobs. They have plenty of food. Looks like they have some defense. Maybe I'll assign somebody to a guard post out front here. Let's find someone without a job. This guy needs a job. Alright, they look like they don't have jobs. Alright, come here. You're gonna come out here and be a guard at the front of the settlement. There you go. Need to guard the place against shenanigans, especially from those children of Adam over there. So we probably need another guard post right here. Yep. Let's put one right in there. Perfect spot for it. Excellent. Dude, I'm working right. Dude! Oh my god. Thank you. Okay. There we go. Alright.
Rock's coming in pretty.
So let's take a look at the settlement system that they have going on here. Alright, so here's Croup Manor. We were at Croup Manor earlier in another live stream, and there was not really diddly going on out there. Let's see, what else is nearby? Nothing, not really a damn thing. They could go into Finch Farm. Finch Farm has a bar and a general goods shop, so I guess if they really needed something, they could go all the way into Finch Farm for it. Alright, yeah.
Good.
Would they have their own gunsmith to help keep all their weapons in good working order? Would they have... They've got their own band-aid station. They've got their own little shop back there for things that they don't want to have to leave the settlement for. Yeah, let's give them a little gun shop. Hi, I'm doing good, thanks. Man, everybody's so friendly. We had a gun shop. Yeah. Let's turn this into... Alright, let's see here. We've got a bed there. There. Oh, there's nobody in that bed. Alright, let's get rid of that one. Let's move this one in here. Move their suitcase in here. That sounds like a great idea. Well, let's see if we can put it further under the bed like that. I don't know if they're going to be able to get into the bed if we put it too far underneath the bed. Alright. And then I guess we'll have one bed in here. But let's put in a weapons shop. And it's not really going to be a shop so much as it's a gunsmith that's helping to keep their weapons in good working order. Because survival depends on having a working weapon. So, who needs a job? She needs a job. Come on. you go. Which means she also gets to be assigned to the nice bed in there. She gets to sleep with the dead guy.
Okay.
Oh, hey, I should check in with the chat room. I know I get to building and then I lose track of the chat. Let's see here. Let me scroll back. I think I missed. Sulfur is a chemist, huh? I still is asking, can you place something on top of him to cover the body? I think that may have been what I did with Fiona. Because I don't remember this body being in Fiona's world. There, how about that? I think that Fiona put in countertops across here or something and covered it up, or a stove or something maybe. We'll just hide him under the bed. It's fine. We'll put him under the bed. We're gonna come down here and we're gonna get the weapon workshop that was down here. And we're gonna move it out of here.
Yes.
Yeah. And we'll move it up there. That means we can put this back over here. It bothers me that it won't go right up against the wall, but there's ways to deal with that. I know. Let's put a rug. They need a rug in here anyway. Still not going up against the wall. Oh, probably because... Well, I don't know why. Maybe this thing is keeping it from going up against the wall. There we go. That's better. Alright, that's cool. I can live with that. But they need some kind of cabinet in here. I know. They had a cabinet and I took it out. Do that. Alright, alright, alright. Give them some bullets. Oh, we could sell some jet. I got a ton of that. Alright, so I was checking in with the chat room that I'm falling behind on. Right. Hello, Marluxia88. Welcome to the chat room. Hello, Slippy the Dumpling. Welcome to the chat. Some new faces. Sulfur is saying, what did you say? I can't hear you. The ocean is so loud. I know, it is loud here, isn't it? I thought the ocean was supposed to be relaxing, but this is worse than listening to Liberty Prime clomping around.
How are you?
Clomping around at the airport. Alright, let's take this upstairs into the workshop. The weapons workshop up here. Here we go, here we go. There you go. Let's give her a toolbox. Yeah, let's give her a toolbox. Right there. Oh, I love that. That looks lovely.
Need to get back to Diamond City one of these days.
And I think I have a screwdriver for her. And an adjustable wrench. Yay! And a screwdriver and a wrench. Sure.
Biggest town I ever saw.
Oh yeah? Alright. She needs something in here to keep her stuff besides this cabinet. She has a lovely view of the Brahmin though, doesn't she? When the wind is blowing in off of the water, she gets the lovely smell of Brahmin shit. Give her that.
Dangerous look about you.
I ain't here for you. Don't worry about it. Dang. Alright. That's her one prized possession. It belonged to her mother. We'll give her that. And a silver locket. Yeah, she got some nice stuff. But she doesn't want anyone to know it.
You ain't here for me.
Because, you know, if people think you have nice things, you become a target. Ooh, she could keep them in the safe. I guess the safe's not locked anymore, though, is it? Can we scrap that safe, or is it just like a permanent part of the settlement? Nope, it's there forever. Okay, great. Alrighty. Let's see how they're doing here. Beds 9, people 9, food and water, happiness going up. Everyone has a job, I think. That's it. Not much else going on here at Kingsport Lighthouse. They don't have a bar, do they? That's fine. Maybe they don't want one. Don't have to put a bar in every settlement. Alright. Oh, Marluxia is saying, I want to see some action. Well, you're missing out on the action here because this is actually me wrapping up this playthrough. I've been playing as Rose since March of 2017. and this is probably my last episode or second to last episode of the entire playthrough. I already have the platinum trophy for the game. She's my second soul survivor, so I've done a lot of other things with my first soul survivor and with her. Right now we're just doing a farewell tour. We are touring her settlements, and we're talking about the various things that she's done in this playthrough, the places she's been, the people she's killed, the stuff that's happened, as we say farewell to her. I only have a few more settlements to tour, and then we'll be all done with Rose. So the next settlement on the list is Murkwater. And yeah, that's it. I don't think there's anything else going on at Kingsport Lighthouse. Hardly spent any time here with Rose. Let's go down to Murkwater. Murkwater Construction site. Another really crappy settlement in a really crappy location. Yeah, that's true. Herman's saying moving the dead body makes no sense. It'll just respawn exactly where it died. Well, I don't know. I think that settler was already dead when I got there. I don't know. I don't remember how that person died, to be honest. It's just always been there. Alright, here is Murkwater. I actually spent a bit of time at Murkwater. I don't know why. I don't remember what it was that brought us through Murkwater several times in this game, but spent some time here. It's not as nice as the Murkwater in Fiona's World, my first soul survivor. Hello, Canadian Monarchist says hello. Hello, welcome to the chat room. Marlexia is saying, I see you've completed Nuka-World. Yes. Yes. This is episode 193 of a very long playthrough that started over 2 years ago. And Rose started out going to Nuka-World around level, I think it was level 22. Went there, became the Nuka-World Raider Overboss, and did not go to Concord, did not talk to Preston Garvey until she got up around level 65 or 70, I think. So she became a raider, she built a whole raider empire, and then she proceeded to unravel that raider empire because I was curious if it was possible to get back the raider outposts and the vassal settlements that were part of the raider system. And it is possible, so we have no more raider outposts and no more vassal settlements anymore, and all the raiders in Nuka-World are dead now, but yes, for a long time, Rose was the Nuka-World Raider Overboss. She has the blue quantum power armor. She got that pretty early in the game. She also has a rocket-powered baseball bat named Granny's Kiss, which has upgrades that are available in Nuka-World. And she uses that as her primary weapon, and has used that for a very long time. I was saying earlier in the live stream that there is a video on my YouTube channel called 111 Kisses, the story of Granny's Kiss, and it's about half an hour long, I think, and it tells the story of the baseball bat from the point when she found it through all of the upgrades that she put on it, and you know, all the way up till what it is now, if you want to check that out if anyone's interested in that. But yes, I have the Platinum Trophy for this game, and I have all of the achievements for all of the DLC. I have Far Harbor, Nuka-World, Contraptions, you know, all the ones that are the official Bethesda DLC, and I have all the achievements for all of them. So I have 100% completion in this game, including all the add-ons. But right now we are actually saying farewell to Rose. We're taking a look at what she's built, such as it is, in the wasteland. and talking about some of the things that she's done. So here's Murkwater. And there's that crappy house that you can't scrap unless you have a mod. I built a walkway across the pond. And there's a guard post out here. I was saying earlier that I do sometimes cover my guard posts, not always, but sometimes. I decided to cover all the guard posts out here because it rains so often. It seems like every time I come out here it's raining. I mean, it is a swamp, it's Murkwater, so I put a little roof over the guard posts. But they have a water purifier here, they have a generator, they have a Brahmin. I turned this into a little house, such as it is. Aw, somebody's throwing the board games on the ground. They probably got knocked down when the place got attacked. It gets attacked from that direction a lot. So let's put that down. There we go. So let's see here. We have 10 people living here, 10 beds. They're making just enough food and water for themselves. Over here we have another guard post. Oh, I guess I can't pick that one up and turn it the right way. Yeah, I can't. Oh well. Let's try dropping it. But yeah, this is why I don't usually bother putting a lot of decorations around my settlements, because then as soon as the place gets attacked, everything gets knocked to hell anyway. Unless you have a mod and you can make it stay in place. It gets attacked from this direction a lot. So we have some turrets pointed that way. There's our little garden out there, surrounded by chicken wire. Not that that would stop a bunch of mutants or death claws or anything, but that's what they got. I'm not keen on it being out there because I feel like it would be better to protect your food supply centrally. It's what I call my circle the wagons approach to settlement building, where you have lots of buildings around the outside and then you put the important stuff in the center. But it's really irrelevant in this game anyway, because things spawn where they spawn and there's not much you can do about it. I mean, you know, the settlement gets attacked from over here. I don't know if I've ever seen it get attacked from anywhere else, so it doesn't really matter. It just is what it is. But anyway, this guy apparently is floating in midair because he's standing next to the bar, because that's the way the bar is programmed. But there's no floor there.
Garden, you should go.
Maybe I should move the bar. Maybe I should swap it out here. Yeah, I probably should. Alright, let's move these lights over here. Let's tell the bartender to step off for a second. Oh, everybody's back here getting coffee. Oh, see, and now he falls. Nope, we'll just move it over here. It's fine. There you go. Now you guys can come back. And we'll put this back here. There you go. Now you can stand on the side of it and it won't look weird. How about that?
You eat. It's as simple as that.
And there's some of the stuff that he's selling. Yeah, man, everybody's liking that coffee maker.
You gotta take things one day at a time.
Alright. And we'll walk down here, and there's a little shop here. A little house that they live in. With a guard post. I think we had to kill a queen mirelurk when you first come out here. Doesn't one come up out of the pond or something? I think that's why I put that claw there as a trophy. There's a little house in here. And this structure comes with the settlement. I've managed to get a little bit of a roof over it. There's a little workshop in here. I'll pick up some bottle caps. Yeah, I guess I haven't been out here in a while. But that's it. That's Murkwater in Rose's world. There's the glowing sea out there. Now, with Fiona, my first Soul Survivor, I built everything out of cement because I thought that would kind of make more sense since it's so wet out here that you would want solid cement foundations and you would want everything to be cement. So if it was wood, it would rot, and if it was metal, it would rust. So this place is kind of like a fortress. But what I'm planning to do when I go back through and remodel all of Fiona's settlements is I got an idea. Patrick will be very happy to hear this, but I was thinking about moving Strong out here to the swamp and building a Shrek house. Trying to do something that looked like a replica of Shrek's swamp house from the movies, and moving Strong to live out here. So that means I would have to dismantle my big cement Minuteman fortress that's out here. But I think that makes a lot more sense because, you know, why would anybody want to live out here except Shrek or Strong? So that's something I'm planning to do with Fiona. Just in Fiona's world, you know, I put a lot more effort into her settlements and into her development of the Commonwealth. So, you know, people would be lured away from living in a crappy place like this. They would want to live in a nicer place because there are many other much nicer settlements in her world. So let's just say that they abandoned this place and that Strong decided to move in. So that's what I'm going to do. Marlexia is asking, which faction did you side with? Well, in this playthrough, I destroyed the Institute with the Brotherhood of Steel. So I am a member of the Brotherhood of Steel. In my first playthrough, I was the General of the Minutemen. I destroyed the Institute with the Minutemen. Now, to get the Platinum Trophy, though, I had to do a bunch of the Institute and Railroad quests to get their achievements, because there's some achievements you have to get doing that storyline with both of them. And so I did that until I got all the achievements, and then I reloaded an earlier save. And my official ending for Rose is with the Brotherhood of Steel. But I did do the Railroad and the Institute achievements. Now, I didn't finish the storyline with the Institute or the Railroad, because you don't have to get all the achievements in the game. You just have to play up to a certain point. You can actually get both Railroad and Institute achievements by playing up to a certain point in the game. And then I just reloaded and did the Brotherhood stuff and got the Platinum Trophy that way. So this, I only had to play through officially, you know, do 2 playthroughs to get all of the achievements, but I did have to reload an earlier save with Rose here. But my daughter finished the game with the Railroad. My husband finished the game with the Brotherhood. And I don't know anyone, I think Starfish finished the game with the Institute. I can't remember if he actually finished the whole game with the Institute or not. But I don't really know that many people who have finished it with the Institute. Usually most people tell me they either go with the Minutemen or the Brotherhood. There's not really a way, you know, Rose was a raider from Nuka-World, but there's not really a way to destroy the Institute with the Nuka-World raiders, which would have been cool. That's what I would have done in this playthrough if I could have. Take a bunch of raiders into the Institute and destroy the place would have been fun. But that's not possible in the game as it is. Alright, well, I don't think there's anything else to see here at Murkwater. I don't think they even have a medical, like a doctor or a first aid station or anything. I guess they have to go to, if they get really hurt, they would have to go to Vault 88. It's not too far away. Or they could traipse over across the swamp to Somerville Place. There's a checkpoint right here, keeping things safe in between. So that would probably be something they might do if they needed to. I've said before that it's not so much that I don't really think of the weapon shops as weapon shops. I don't necessarily think of the bars as being bars either. I think of them, in some of the settlements, I think of them as being just jobs that people do. Like, if I put a bar in a settlement, like this place, it's not like I expect there's a whole lot of foot traffic coming through here to, like, you know, have a drink. It's more like this guy's job in the settlement is to be the cook and the provisioner, you know, well, not the provisioner, but you know what I mean, like the person who gets provisions and makes sure everyone's fed, you know, who cooks the meals for everyone, that sort of thing. And, you know, serves up drinks and coffee and whatnot, but, and like this person, you know, they're a general goods merchant, but, you know, they're not going to have a whole lot of merchandise. It's more like they're just kind of in charge of, you know, probably just a really small shop of junk that it's being swapped and sold amongst the settlers. You know, basic necessities and things. And so the weapons guy is just here to make sure everyone's weapons are working. You know, he may have a few things for sale, but if they start getting attacked, you know, it's not like he's going to stop anyone from grabbing this off the wall and using it if they need to defend themselves. So it's not so much like I think there's this thriving economy happening out here in the middle of the swamp, but that they just sort of represent the jobs that people have in these settlements. Or the roles that people play in these settlements. Alright, so what's next on the list? Guess what? Guess what? Is Patrick still here? Patrick, are you still in the chat room? You're not going to believe what the next settlement is. It's Spectacle Island. No! It's the castle! Patrick has been asking me to visit the castle for like the past 3 episodes, I think. I don't know why he's so excited about seeing the castle. I keep telling him that I have a much better castle in Fiona's world because she was the general of the Minutemen, and so she's got like 26 people living there. Rose only has about 14 at the castle. But here we are. Alright, so we'll head in. We're going to head in through the back door, apparently. That's where we showed up. There are some bushes out here for food, some mute fruit. And a guard post. And a guard post.
One day, we'll put this back together.
Oh, there's Preston. Yeah. There's Radio Freedom. The voice of the Minutemen. I've kind of expanded the little shack around this guy, which is the same thing that I did in my first playthrough.
All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
See, here's our radio guy. And here's his bed, I guess. He's always on the radio. He never gets up from that seat. Ooh, I've got some fancy turrets in here. I don't usually build those in Rose's world. I've built a lot of them, laser turrets and things, in Fiona's world, but with Rose, not so much. The main reason is because Rose was a melee build, and so I put a lot of my perks into strength and melee and bloody mess and other thing, pain train or whatever. I don't remember all the different ones I'd done, and or I can't remember. Well, let's take a look. There we go. But I didn't put a lot of perks into ballistic, and so I couldn't build. You need to have certain gun perks to build the turrets. The fancy electrical, laser machine gun turrets or whatever they are. I didn't have those perks until later in the game, so most of my settlements I just build the standard, slightly upgraded turret, the standalone turrets that don't require power. That's because Rose just didn't have the perks. Yeah, I've got a lot of strong back perks. Rooted, that's the one. I got rooted. Solar powered. That one, Blitz. Yeah, got that one pretty early in the game. Blacksmith, armorer, big leagues. But I eventually started taking some of the other gun perks. That's probably why there are some of these turrets here at the castle that aren't in my other settlements, because by the time I came to the castle, it was one of the last settlements I unlocked. And so I was able to build these.
This is Radio Freedom. All quiet.
See, like these,
Stay safe out there.
you only needed rank 1 of gun nut for that. But these, you need science and rank 2 gun nut. Science, rank 3 of gun nut, which I still don't even have. So I couldn't build missile turrets if I wanted to. Fiona defends her settlements with a lot of missile turrets. But Rose does not. Oh, look. Hey, Ronnie. And we've got some more food here in the corner. Little garden plot here. I guess we'll go out and look at the front. If you approach from the Commonwealth out here. That's the little building where you meet up with Preston Garvey before you retake the castle. That's cute. Little table and chairs out there. Anyway, yeah, so approaching from this direction, we have a Minuteman flag hanging up. And then we have some guard posts and kind of a little protective wall here. I don't know why I did it this way instead of just putting the gate up against here, but there's a lot of debris that you can't clear, so maybe I just couldn't get the gate to go in properly. But we've got a couple of guard posts here, keeping an eye on the Pridwin. And I filled in the big hole in the wall. Hey, Von Collard, how you doing? Naughty Peon is asking, does anyone know if you can still have the castle if you choose the Institute? I don't know. That's a really good question. Does the Institute... I mean, I haven't ever finished the game with the... Ooh, who's this guy? He looks dangerous. Hi there. Shit. I've never finished the game with the Institute, so I don't know what happens to the Minutemen if you do. Like, if you help Preston and you get the castle and then you join the Institute, I don't know what happens. Do they wipe out? I mean, I know that as a Minuteman, as the Minuteman General, we had to fight the Institute. They came and attacked the castle. But I don't know if that happens, but, you know, like, you would do that battle from the other side as the Institute if you finish the game with them. I don't know if that's how that works. It's kind of like if you do the Brotherhood of Steel, you wipe out the Railroad, or if you do the Railroad, you wipe out the Brotherhood. Does it work that way with the Institute, too? Like, if you join the Institute, you wipe out the Minutemen? I don't know. Well, in here, that's a good question. If you find out, let me know. In here we have some Minutemen power armor, which is T45, because you can only put the Minutemen paint job on T45 in the basic game, unless you're running mods of some kind. And here's the armory. There's more T45. Whole bunch of weapons stored here.
It's 8 a.m. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there.
Ooh, that's a legendary. I have a legendary armory at the airport where I keep all the legendaries that I've found in the game, but every once in a while I find one that I guess I didn't have in storage. I have it on display here. Well, I'll leave it here. You think? Or, oh, there's another one. No, alright, we'll take him to the armory. We'll take that one too. Alright. So they've got... oh, weapons and armor workbenches here. Kind of glitched through the table, you can see. I kind of put them together over the table. Power armor station. This has got a whole bunch of T45 power armor pieces. A bunch of stuff. Grenades. Mines. Stealth boys. Oh. Laser musket. Focus laser musket. Alright, let's put this on the wall. There we go. There we go. Oh, gosh, that one's really nice. Okay, hang on, let me move it. There we go. Are any of these legendary? I don't know if they are. No, I guess not. Oh, yeah, that one is. Freezing missile launcher. Alright, I'll take it. Let's scrap that. Alright. Oh, Von Collard is saying, I'm doing fine. Why farewell to Rose? I've been explaining it a lot during my live streams, but I know you just joined us. Because we're done. There's nothing else to do with Rose. I have the platinum trophy. And I've finished everything I want to finish with Rose. I actually am not really that fond of Rose. I know I've been playing as Rose for the past 2 years. Over 2 years. I started this playthrough in March of 2017. But I don't really like Rose. Rose was always a raider, and she joined the Brotherhood of Steel, and those are things that I did because they were fun, and I wanted to see what it was like. But I miss Fiona, my first Soul Survivor, and Hancock. They're my favorites. So I'm going to go back to playing with them, but I'm going to do some settlement rebuilding with Fiona, and I'm going to do some Creation Club stuff with Fiona. Possibly start using mods, because I've never used mods other than the Creation Club stuff. But I'm going to go back to playing with Fiona. Just because I'm really not fond of Rose. I mean, I've enjoyed it. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy it, but you know, she's not really a nice person. She doesn't really care that much about the Commonwealth or the Minutemen. She's a melee build, whereas Fiona is a stealth sniper build, which I prefer personally. I mean, it's been interesting to be in power armor and to whack things with a baseball bat. It's been a hoot. But I do miss being Fiona. I miss my plasma rifle. I miss being General of the Minutemen. I miss my big, well-built, safe and secure and thriving Commonwealth. I miss Hancock very much. So I'm just going to go back to playing with Fiona. We're going to wrap up this Rose thing. We're doing a farewell tour. We're visiting all of her settlements, and we've been visiting them in the order that she unlocked them in the game. We actually started a couple episodes ago. We've been doing this for a few Fallout Fridays now. And one of the reasons why she helped the Minutemen at all is because Rose is a survivor. Rose likes to have her options open. If something had gone wrong with the Brotherhood of Steel, she would at least have the Minutemen to fall back on. Just like, you know... Oh no. Are we being attacked? Alright, cool. Hope the game doesn't crash. It has a tendency to crash on me. What are you shooting at? Ooh. What are they fighting? Alright, let's take a look. Oh, it's the Provisioner. Is it the Provisioner? Oh, this guy. He fell in the water. Oh, it's Mirelurks. Ooh, somebody got in power armor. Cool. Somebody's using the Minutemen power armor. Oh, don't leave it out there. Oh no, you jerks. Bring it back. Oh, they're just going to leave it all there. Oh. What assholes. Now I got to go move it all back. Alright, well, I guess we can't have nice things. I left fusion cores in all this power armor so that they could use it. But they're just gonna... Oh, well, you kept yours on. Good job. Oh, that was... Is that Ronnie? Fuck yeah, go Ronnie. But you assholes are all just gonna leave your power armor sit out here, huh? Where's the helmet on that one? Alright, I see how you are. In my first playthrough with Fiona, when she was the General of the Minutemen, she had, I think, 15 suits of Minutemen power armor. at the castle. Yeah, this one came from right here. But we used it. And we used it when we fought the Institute, I think, and we used it when... Well, we used it when we fought the Brotherhood, is what it was. Yeah, I don't think we had a lot of it when the Institute attacked us, but when we fought the Brotherhood, because there is a way for the Minutemen to fight the Brotherhood, and we did that. I did that with Fiona, and she blew the Pridwin out of the sky. And so when we fought the Brotherhood, I wanted to have lots and lots of power armor because we were going up against the Brotherhood, who had lots and lots of power armor. I'm gonna have to repair all this, huh? Well, not right now. Not ever, I guess, but... anyway, in Fiona's world, yeah, so the idea was we were fighting the Brotherhood and a whole bunch of Minutemen jumped into power armor. And we're wearing it while we fought that battle, and it was very cool. It was extremely cool. Yep, did they take it out of here? Yep, there was one back here.
All day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet here. Stay alerts.
Well, I'm guessing that the helmet and the leg piece... There's the missing helmet on that one, and then the leg piece on this one out here are probably in someone's inventory because they got damaged. So they got removed, went into the inventory. And now I'll have to go around checking everyone's inventories to find it. If I care. I don't think I will. Because we're wrapping this up. We're almost done.
Voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Keep it to here for Minutemen alerts. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth.
Yeah, see there's one helmet missing there.
Safe people.
That looks so cool. Yeah, we're gonna have to find... Find the leg. Nice. Alright, let's put a fusion core back in here. Use that one. Oh, is Herman leaving the chat room? Good night, Herman. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, I'm getting ready to wrap up anyway. So I guess that means there's going to be one more live stream with Rose next Fallout Friday. Because we still need to visit Warwick Homestead, Longfellow's Cabin, Dalton Farm, Echo Lake Lumber, the Visitor Center in Far Harbor, and then the Noir Penthouse and Spectacle Island. The Noir Penthouse is kind of like Home Plate. It's just a player home, and it's added by the Creation Club, but I'm going to go there anyway because you can build things there and interact with it. It has a workshop, so... We'll stop by there. But yeah, that will be what we do next week. And that will be Farewell to Rose. Oh yeah, we should look around in here too. Oh, somebody took that power armor. Maybe I should take this out of here. Yeah, I guess we can look around in here. Okay, let's start at one end and work our way around. We're not quite done with the castle. Okay. Alright, so Right, we were looking around the outside of the castle and then it got attacked.
You're tuned to Radio Freedom, the voice of the Minutemen.
So let's go look up on top.
All quiet.
And then we'll look at the inside.
Stay safe out there, people.
Now, in Fiona's castle, there are artillery guns at all the corners. But with Rose, there's only the one. I think that I only had to build the one for the little quest that you do. But Fiona has them at every single corner. Yeah, there's no others out here. Oh, there's one there. Okay. So there's two out here. Is that Preston? Yep, it is. He doesn't like Rose very much. He got in an argument with Rose because of the way she handled the Institute. He was glad they were gone, but he was mad that she didn't give an all-clear notice. She killed all the scientists and everybody in there. She didn't, like, give the synths and everyone a chance to escape. Alright, so we'll go down in here. And we have a little lunchroom here. And we have a barracks in here. Lots of beds.
This is Radio Freedom.
And here's the cafeteria.
Nothing to report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Those barrels were already there. I just didn't scrap them. I left them there. And put all this in. And more lunchroom stuff here. And then we have a little shop here. And a scavenger. And kind of an armory on this side. So we've got the big armory that Ronnie is watching over on the other side. But I figured, you know, they would want to have some weapons and power armor over on this side as well. So we have that, which I thought turned out really nice. I like it. And a power armor station. And here's Doctor. Little clinic, hospital kind of room.
Voice of the Minutemen. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people.
And this is Anne Hargraves. She's a special level 4 clothing merchant. If you can find her in the wasteland and send her to a settlement, you can
Let's see
buy
what kind of clothes you got for sale.
Minutemen outfits from her. So, like the colonial duster that Preston wears. She'll sell that. And she'll sell both hats, militia hat and Minutemen hat. Like Preston wears. She'll sell postal uniforms sometimes. Oh, she got Sunset Sarsaparilla from Nuka-World. But she sells all kinds of stuff, and that's the reason I sent her here was because she sells the Minutemen stuff. So it's not so much that she's a clothing vendor as she would be like the official, you know, seamstress or tailor or whatever you want to call her for the Minutemen. She would be making all their uniforms here.
Good afternoon.
There's her desk where she works.
Broadcasting across the Commonwealth.
She's got an iron.
All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
So we've got some Minutemen uniforms. That's the one Preston wears. I guess I didn't do anything in here. Huh. What's back here? Oh, more barracks. A little bit nicer barracks. They have nicer beds. That one on the other side must be for the recruits. And this one must be for the officers, huh? Oh, and yeah, we have this guy here in Pastor Vestments. That's another rare clothing item. See, he's got a little, I'm assuming that's the Bible tucked into his belt back there. He's the one working in the garden. He seems to be stuck. Or he's just dancing. Maybe he's just dancing in the garden. He's very happy. Alright, well, that is the castle. And that is it for me today. So, next week, when I sign on... Here, we'll come out here and stand out here. How about that? Like I said, we'll have all the Far Harbor settlements to tour. And a few more places to stop, and then we will be done with Rose. So there'll be one more Fallout Friday with Rose.
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here at Radio Freedom. Nothing to report. Stay safe out there, everyone.
We'll check in one more time with the chat room. Barbarian King says Rose is retiring to the good life. Yeah, something like that. Maybe she and Dance will go live out at Nuka-World, since that's about the only safe place for them, where there's no Brotherhood of Steel breathing down his neck. Oh, Von Collar says, I liked Rose's story. Well, thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it too. I'm not saying I didn't. But I'm just saying that I enjoy Fiona so much more. So I want to get back to playing as Fiona. Hello, Cryptic! Yes, another Farewell to Rose stream. We're getting very close to the end. Only a few more settlements to tour, and then we will be all done. Stella saying, "Aw, bye-bye, Rose."
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across.
I'm doing good, Cryptic. How are you?
All quiet here. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
I've been playing God of War, but I've been playing it over on Twitch. And I just started uploading edited videos to YouTube from my God of War playthrough. If you want to see the whole entire playthrough or interact with me in chat while I'm playing God of War, that's over on Twitch. The same channel name, Jewel Smith, as I am on YouTube. But if you prefer, you can wait until I upload edited videos and then kind of watch, you know, a little bit of more of a condensed version of the storyline. I don't take too much out, but you know, if I spend a lot of time wandering around, you know, if I'm lost or if I'm trying to find a rune to break, or, you know, if I'm spending a lot of time just messing around in one of the dwarfs have their little shops, you know, there's a lot of, you know, stuff like that that I mess about with, that I edit out for the YouTube videos and take all that out and just make it more exciting. The YouTube videos are edited to be a little more exciting, but you can see that on Twitch Monday through Thursday is my God of War schedule, and I stream around the same time, usually between 3 and 6-ish Eastern time, Eastern United States time, which is usually 5 or 6 hours ahead of Europe. If it's like 5 o'clock here, it's 10 o'clock there, I think. For my European viewers, 10 or 11 o'clock over there, depending on where you are. Yeah, I've been playing God of War, still doing Fallout Fridays. We have one more Fallout Friday with Rose, then we'll switch over to Fiona. You can always find me at patreon.com/JewelSmith. There's nothing behind a paywall over there. I've just got it set up as a destination place for people to go to see my gaming schedule, to see updates, to see links to other things I do when I'm not playing video games. It's all over there, available for anyone to see, so long as you're over 18, because I think there's an adult click-through thing that asks you your age or whatever to click through, because there is some mature content. And let's see, you can also find me on Twitter as Jewel Smith, and that's my Twitch channel, my YouTube channel. So if you want to know what I'm up to. But yeah, I'm taking Saturdays and Sundays off now. I'm not streaming on weekends anymore. But there will be God of War videos uploaded tomorrow and Sunday, because I already have them finished and they're just queued up on YouTube, and they will go live on Saturday and Sunday. So I've got that going on. Thank you, Barbarian King. Says have a great weekend. Are you happy, Patrick? You finally got to see the castle? Yeah, Rose is retiring with a mountain full of caps and a trunk full of whiskey. That's right. Aw, you're very welcome. Thank you for coming with me on this ride. Oh, you're welcome, Stella. Says thanks for the craziness. It is crazy, isn't it? Well, we've still got a lot more crazy to do with Fiona and Hancock. Trust me. A whole lot more crazy to do with them. But that's it for me tonight. Take care of yourselves until next time. And thank you so much to everyone who supported the channel. And many thanks to Just Like Biking, who is the official sponsor of Fallout Fridays. And thank you to everyone who has contributed, donated, liked, given me the thumbs up, chatted in the chat room, and done all of the super nice things. I appreciate it so much.